You are completely sure your wife is your top priority. She looked at your week and came to a different conclusion. You grade yourself on effort. She grades you on what she actually got from you when your days filled up. That gap is doing more damage than you think. Look at the proof you've been using. You work long hours so your family can live well. You carry the financial weight without dumping it on her. You handle what comes up. You stay. You provide. You sacrifice. If somebody questioned your love for her, you'd point to all of that and say, this is what it looks like to put her first. And all of that is real. You're not making it up. You do carry a lot. You do show up for the household. But there's a hole in that evidence, and it's bigger than you think. Everything on that list says something good about your character. It says you're committed. It says you take responsibility seriously. It says you'd rather take the hit yourself than let your family take it. But it doesn't prove what your wife actually got from you when last Tuesday got hard. And it doesn't answer whether she got real time from you when the week filled up, or just whatever was left after work, the kids, the problems, and you trying to come down from all of it. You've been counting effort. You've been counting what you carried. You've been counting what you meant to do. She's been counting something simpler. When everything was pulling at you this week, what actually got to her? Not what you meant to give, not what you would have given in an easier week, what she actually got. That's the part your evidence doesn't answer. Did she feel chosen this week? Or did she just hear you say she was? And here is why your position makes sense. The pressure on you is real. Work does not wait. The kids need things now. Deadlines have consequences. The furnace breaks, the boss calls, the school sends another email, and every one of those things has a clock on it. Your wife, from where you sit, does not. She is there. She gets it. She knows what you are carrying. She is the one person in your life who seems like she can wait a little without everything falling apart by morning. So you are not choosing against her. You are moving toward whatever is on fire, and she keeps being the one part of your life steady enough to get pushed back. You come home already drained, and you still handle the thing nobody else is going to handle. You still carry the weight so she does not have to. A responsible man ends up here not because he stopped caring, but because he is trying to hold everything together, and the marriage looks like the one thing strong enough to wait until tomorrow. That logic is not lazy. It is not selfish. It is a grown man under real pressure, with only so many hours, choosing the fire over the thing that is not burning. By the standards you were taught to use, you look like the husband who is carrying his family. Thursday night, 8:30. The week has finally stopped swinging at you. Work ran long 3 days in a row. You dealt with something with one of the kids on Tuesday. A stressful call ate up Wednesday night. Now you're home, and nothing is on fire. First open window you've had in days. You sit down on the couch. You pull out your phone. 20 minutes pass. You watch part of something. You're not trying to avoid her. You're just shot. Your body went for the easiest thing in reach because you had nothing left. To you, that makes total sense. She's in the next room. She saw you sit down. She knows the week was hard. She's not sitting there keeping score. She's noticing something simpler. This is the first usable hour you've had all week, and it went straight to the couch and the screen without a single thought toward her. Not because you chose against her, because she never even crossed your mind. You'd call that resting. She might hear it as an answer to a question she's been asking quietly for months. When you finally have something left, where does it go? Look at the pattern. It's not cruelty. It's not even some big act of neglect. It's just where your first free bit of energy goes after pressure, and it keeps not going to her. Every protected hour this week went to work, the kids, the problem. Then the first unprotected hour went to your phone. You said she matters. Then your next hour said something else. If she's the priority, why did the usable hour go somewhere else? Now run that Thursday forward. Not once, dozens of times over 6 months. She sees the pattern without making some big speech about it. She doesn't draw a line in the sand. She just adjusts. She stops asking if you want to come when she makes the weekend plan. She just tells you what the schedule is. She books something with her sister for Saturday morning because the last 3 Saturdays you had to catch up on work, and she learned that's the rule, not the exception. She stops bringing up the idea of sitting together after the kids go down. She stops saving the small story from her day for you. She handles the school thing herself instead of waiting for your input, because waiting keeps costing her time she doesn't have. She's not trying to punish you. That's not what this is. She's building her life around what the week keeps showing her she can actually expect. And what she can expect is whatever's left after work, the kids, the phone, and you being wiped out have already taken their share. You notice she seems steady. She's not pushing. She's not asking for more. The house runs. So you read that as a marriage that's working. You read her independence as maturity, like maybe you two finally found a rhythm. But the rhythm is hers. She stopped putting weight on the part that kept giving way. She shaped the marriage around what it could actually hold, and in that version, she doesn't count on real time with you anymore. You feel calm because nothing seems wrong. She feels calm because she stopped expecting the part of you that kept not showing up. From the couch, those two kinds of calm look the same. By the time you ask why she stopped waiting for you, her week already knows how to move without you in it. You've been measuring priority with the wrong thing. Effort, sacrifice, hours worked, how much you carry for your family. All of that is real. None of it is small. But it still doesn't answer the one thing that matters here. What did your wife actually get from you when the week got crowded? The old way of measuring this asks if you love her, if you work hard, if you're committed. And yeah, the answer is yes. It's probably always been yes. That was never really the problem. The harder measure is smaller and more direct. When the week filled up and everything wanted a piece of you, what did you still protect for her? Not what you meant to give later. Not what you planned to do when life finally calmed down. What actually reached her before you were drained? She's not sitting there wondering if you love her. She knows you do. But she's been learning something else, quietly. Whether that love still has a protected place in your week, or whether it mostly lives in your intentions while everything else gets the real version of you. The version with energy. The version that shows up before the day takes everything out of you. Your week says something. Not the only thing, but something real. And it's been saying it to her longer than you think. You said she came first. Your week either backed that up or it didn't.